welcome to this course on Foundations of Jewish Studies, which is a prerequisite course for those students in the program who have had no or little experience of Jewish studies in an academic setting. Now, many of you who are enrolled for this course may have done a lot of Jewish studies in your own schooling and at an advanced level afterwards, but we believe that it's important for this program to also have had some exposure to an understanding of the workings of Jewish studies as they are undertaken in a university setting and an academic setting. And a word that sometimes we use is the notion of critical studies. And by critical, we don't mean criticizing, in other words, trying to pick out something wrong with the material that we're studying. But critical studies really means coming to the material, the texts, the ideas, without putting aside, rather, our assumptions or beliefs about their validity, truth, and so on, and examining them without those underpinnings on the basis of what we find in them, using the methodologies of academic study. And those methodologies are described generally as those of history, to understand a text against the background of its time, trying to understand who wrote it, why they wrote the text, in what historical and social context it was written. And also the discipline of philology, the study of words, the study of language. For example, Bible scholars, when they study the language of the Bible, find that words often mean something quite different in the Bible from what they may mean in later periods of Jewish history, in the time of the Mishnah, or certainly from the way we might use the same word in modern Hebrew. So the critical scholar who uses these philological terms can uncover or is in a position to make judgments about the original meaning of a text. And so these are some of the elements that underlie the whole idea of academic critical study of in the field of Jewish studies. And sometimes these studies can surprise us, even disturb us, and we have to be open to that in a way. That's the meaning of studying these things in a university, that we don't seek to avoid that which may disturb our assumptions, which we have to put on one side as we engage in the critical study. So our course will have 3 sections to it. The first section will deal with the academic study of Bible, the second with the academic study of rabbinic literature, Sifrut Chazal, and the third section will deal with Jewish thought, Jewish philosophy, and also Jewish mystical thought. So these are 3 of the main disciplines in Jewish studies, and the idea is not to give you a comprehensive understanding or even a comprehensive introduction to these fields, but some samplings of writing by significant scholars in each of these fields. In each section, you'll be asked on an almost weekly basis to read a chapter or read an article that's set and to make a report of that reading. The idea is not to summarize the entirety of the article or of the chapter, but for you to do some critical work of your own in identifying what seem to you the major ideas, themes, contributions of the piece of writing you've read, and to include those in your report, along with, if you wish, some response of your own, a reasoned response of your own, of course, to the reading that you've done. And at the end of each section, there'll be a summary assignment where you're asked to take 2 of the pieces you've read in that section and bring them into some kind of discussion with each other. So going a little bit beyond summarizing even the main points, but to engage in some sort of discussion between the 2 pieces and some arguments and responses of your own. And at the end of each section also, I would ask you to make a contribution of your more personal responses to the readings in the section to a forum, so that you can share your ideas with your colleagues in the course, and also hear from them what did they experience in the reading in that section.